What up YouTube, it's Missouri's Company. In today's video, we're going to do the very last Right of Exile, guys. This is the last one. This pushes us into week 7, which will allow us to get our blessed reign. Honestly, this was incredibly stressful, and I was so honored and excited to take part in it that I had to record it. I did record it on my phone because I was playing on my phone as well as using Discord and communicating and all that. And I just wanted like the best possible option. I spent the majority of the day farming set gear because I switched from my monk back to the crusader just for this fight. So I had to pre-farm or refarm all of my set gear. A lot of work went into this. I redid all of my curse gear. I made sure my family properties were right. This was like a big deal because we had spent the last 7 weeks being immortals, 6 weeks being immortals, and I went. Now that I'm a part of it and like a part of the Right of Exile, I didn't want to be the reason we lost. So I went into this like with just min-max to the T, to the brim, without dropping like, you know, $10K to make sure that I had all the best resonance or whatever. I kept my resonance where it was, but I just min-maxed everything else. And honestly, the results were pretty interesting. I felt like I did pretty well personally, and our overall team did pretty awesome. This was a incredibly hype video, so I'm going to go ahead and like be reacting to it and talking you through sort of where I was in my headspace and what our strategy was. So let's get straight to it, guys. So here we are in the very beginning. I did record a little early just so you could see sort of the countdown of the Right of Exile. So they only had to win 3. They only had to win 3, guys, only 3. And we have what, 10 other ones that, you know, are 10 total that are going on, and they only had to win 3 to beat us. So we had to win 8. And like I said, I was in one of them that it was just important. It was so critical for us to win that I just geared myself to the T. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward just a second so I can go ahead and showcase you guys sort of the intro, because there's a 4-minute delay before the game actually starts. And yeah, be right back. All right, so here we are, the 5-second countdown before we go. Again, we are super hyped, and I don't claim anything that is going on in the chat, guys. I have no control over what was going on in the chat, so if they say anything crazy, I'm sorry in advance. Our overall plan was just to rush basically where the least amount of them were. You can see I sort of hesitate like right here where I wanted to sort of go mid with my squad, but nobody went with me, so I was like, well, guess we're all going this way. So the goal was just to try to control it, and honestly we probably wouldn't have made it mid anyway, but I immediately jump in and just be a crusader, pop all the things, and start CCing people. Now as a crusader with this PvP build, I don't get a lot of kills, but I get a ton of assists because I am controlling the battlefield, I'm buffing my teammates, and I'm just causing havoc on the front to back lines. My overall goal as a low resonance PvP crusader is to get to the back lines, because some of the bigger, not whales, but some of the bigger players in this game can, from their front line, can easily just like fry through me. I do get sort of stuck in this corner with a ton of CC, and I think this is my first death, but I do pick up one on the way down. But yeah, couldn't get out of there, guys. I got CC'd to absolute death. But 1-to-1 there, and I did get a ton of assists on the way down. So honestly, at this point, I was feeling really stressed because they blew through those original like statues really quickly, and I was like, wow, this, like, the idols is probably one of the hardest ones to defend, at least in my opinion. And so I'm not gonna lie, like, I saw this, one of our teammates said, choke spawn, we got this. And that was just like the little bit of motivation I need. I was like, you're right, you know what, let's just get in there, literally jump straight in, CC'd everyone, got my shield popped, I got CC'd, got more CC on everyone else. I'm just doing everything I can, just being a big old tank and being super annoying to not let people set up or jump on my carries. Basically, there was a demon hunter up north, and then there was this necro right here. I just did everything in my power to keep them alive, the squishy targets. So I can see I saw our demon hunter was getting jumped on, so I immediately jumped on everyone jumping on them. That was my job. He just sat there and fried them all, but my job was to just take a beating for him, and that's exactly what I did. He had 3 people jump on him, and he lived, he dodged it, was able to kite back in because I CC'd everyone, and then bam, we were able to pick up some serious kills. So again, I'm not getting a ton of kills, but I am controlling the battlefield so that my carries can. And that's where you really, as a PvP player in any game, you need to humble yourself and recognize what you can do for your overall team. My stats aren't going to be great in this fight, but I know that I'm doing what I can to make sure that we win as the Immortal. I want that new cloak. I want the new skin. Have you guys seen the new skin? I didn't even know there was a new Immortal skin. I'll show that in a different video, guys, but it's literally kind of insane looking that you have 2 different cosmetics now that you get permanently for how long you stay as an Immortal. If you knew about that, let me know in the comments below, and if you don't and you want to see it in a new video, let me know in the comments below, guys, because I just happened to run across it before I jumped into this, and it was kind of insane. So here we go. This is where things got a little hairy. We had 3 people over here at the bottom, but again, I just kind of went in and helped CCing the best I can. Now again, Dread over there has way more resonance than I do, but he's the carry, so my job was to buff him and slow everyone else down. That's exactly what we did. So we're back in, choking the spawn like they said. This guy tried to escape, and I just wasn't going to have it, so can't let him escape. Now, I was just kiting around, and I wanted to try to dunk on him again before he fully escaped, but then Tam got him with the bleed. Shout out to Tam in our war band. I was excited to be in this fight with her. Always a good time to play with her. But yeah, so as you can see, they started to break out here, and that's when we were like, uh-oh. At this point, I was like, we only have 21 kills. So it's not even a kill thing at this point, but we were running low on time. It was 4 minutes, and I was like, wow. Might not get the total kills, but the time is not going to be in their favor. So a few of us died here. You can see on my squad, we had 2 people down. So of course, we come right back up and run straight back into the fight. And so they have a very, very large push going at the top on the bottom. So they have a very large push going on right here. So I was like, yep, we got to get back in there. Boom, we get another kill. And you can see that we just shred through them and then push them back even more. Shout out to Mickey there popping up on screen. So there you go. We cleared them off of the big push. Now we went back to the other side. These guys were not expecting to get hit from both sides. Ayo. But we did. We just double teamed them. This demon hunter was shredding me. And then I got this popped. What else want to call it? All right, so here we are. I picked up another kill there. I'm on a 2-kill streak. And as you can see, we're still choking them down. But they do, just as a teaser, they do get another push that makes things a little scary. So as you can see, their goal is just to break out and get past us, is try to heal and then like sort of be on both sides of us. We just don't let that happen. Anyone who breaks out, we chase them down and make sure they can't escape. And this isn't like a normal, like they do have high resonance players. Like you can see Bruce Willis is very high resonance. And you know, we have a bunch of different high resonance people on their side as well. Look, I mean, yeah, we have high, they have high. Like it's a pretty balanced-ish fight, in my opinion. I think we had one bigger person. You can see right now I'm 3-3 and 16. Tons of assists, but just, yeah, not getting a ton of kills. So right here we have 2 people dead again. I don't know if this is the big push. They do get at least 1 though. This might be the start of it at least. And that's the thing, it's like the attacker, once you get going, it's very easy to just snowball it. And while this is going on, guys, we have 9 other fights going on, and we know that this is one of the ones that we are expected to win, so we have to win. Like, we cannot let them upset us. We have 1:20 left. I just get completely dumpstered on there by that barb. We're at 49 kills, so again, the kill thing is probably not going to happen, but our main goal now is to just starve them out from time and let time run out and let the time be our sort of helping defender, where the defender is like, you know, the time with us at this point. So less than a minute left, still very doable. Honestly, they can still do the 1 push. This is the push I was talking about. We have 3 down in my party, so no one in my party is up. It's just me. There's what, 4 or 5 fighting right now. I do kite back because I get instantly burned down. I heal up and then immediately get back in. There are 4 on it right now, and then you can see they try to push out. We push in with 3. And we do DPS them down, or at least push them back with the 3 of us. So not a bad push there. I do go down, but honestly, I probably just saved enough time for more people. You see, we have more people showing up at this point, and we cleared out the rest. So the team was a really awesome team to work with because they were very fast to react to each other, which is really cool to see. So anytime that like one side was dying, the other side would just immediately react and get back to the other side. So you can see the countdown here. Now we're getting hype, and it's all about like, oh my God, we won our game, but what about the other 9? They can't win 3. We have to win 8 in order to win. So we get the W there, 60 to 65 kills, nice W, and we're all, I don't know about everyone else, but I was freaking out at this point, right? I look 21, 0, and 13. That's insane. I went 4, 5, and 22. Felt really good about that. Felt like I helped the team there. And now, boom. We find out that we were the last one left and that we actually won all of the battles that we needed to win. So the Shadows only won 2 and we won the remaining 8. So we were the last battle left. We were the one that took the whole amount of time, and we won. Guys, this was so hype, and I'll leave it here just for a second where you can see like this sort of, yeah, the chat going absolutely crazy. You can see some cuss words in there. It was super, super exciting, super awesome to be a part of. We do have a 4 alliance coalition sort of that we're working with, where there's a rotation for people who can be the immortal. But honestly, guys, considering that we lost the Path of Blood, all 3 of them, I was petrified that we weren't going to be able to make it through this whole reign, but it's been super awesome and it's been super, super exciting, guys. And it's one of those things that, like, it was so cool to be a part of, like, from a community standpoint, just coming together and pushing as the immortal to take this down. So now we're going on to week, what, 7, 8, whatever it is, 7 of our blessed reign. I believe it's a blessed reign. There's still a lot of confusion around this. So at the end of week 7, so we are now officially in week 7, because week 6 was last week. That's what it said. We won the end of week 6 to get into week 7. And then it says something along the lines of, like, regardless of the results of the Right of Exile on week 7, you will have the fight of the immortal at week 7. So I don't know what to do with that at all. So I will be updating you guys whenever I find out, because it's really misleading. Like, is this because we're now in week 7? Is that the blessed reign? Or do you have to win the challenge of the immortal, which feels pretty rough to try to do? Yeah, that's gonna be rough. If that's what it takes to be a blessed reign, like, is anyone gonna be able to do that? Because, like, that fight is not easy for the immortal at all, unless you basically just buy time and run around. I know they made some changes to it, but we obviously haven't seen it because we've been the immortals for so long. But if I can record it, I will, and give you that sort of real reaction. In game, it does state also, though, that if you are the immortal, you don't see how long your reign is or what your rewards are until the end of your reign. So I'll cover that as well. Honestly, this has been super, super fun to be a part of, guys. I am loving Diablo Immortal. If you do love Diablo Immortal just as much as I do, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. And guys, go ahead and check out my Warcraft Rumble videos. They're not doing as well, I'm gonna be honest, and it's stressing me out a little bit. So just give me some love on those videos as well. Until next time, lock it in.